Thank you, Dave. 13 degrees, 7:32 at the airport. Good morning, everyone. A disturbing story to tell you about off the top here. And just a warning, if you're sensitive to cruelty against animals, a 75-year-old Calgary man is facing charges after an incident in the community of Forest Lawn in the city's southeast. He's accused of trying to kill 3 kittens, strangling them, and throwing them into a dumpster. 2 of the cats did die. 1 was in extreme medical distress and ran away. Police also found more than 15 rabbits. The rabbits were being raised for food. Investigators say some of the rabbits were running around free in a backyard, likely attracting the kittens to the property.
The backyard where the rabbits were kept is in an absolute disaster state. It's deplorable. There's feces. Several of the animals, the rabbits, are in such medical distress that they're going to be taken over and examined quite thoroughly.
Police are looking at laying 2 animal cruelty charges, but there could be more to come. A Calgary man accused of killing his soon-to-be ex-wife will stay behind bars, until his next court appearance at the end of the month. 29-year-old Joshua Burgess is charged with second-degree murder. He's accused of killing Shannon Burgess. The couple was separated at the time of Shannon's disappearance, but still living under the same roof. 25-year-old Shannon, an actor, had been missing for 7 months before police executed a search warrant where she used to live along Spiller Road Southeast. Investigators say Joshua Burgess had been on their radar for some time, but there was not enough evidence to charge him. Joshua is due back in court on July 30th. A Canada-wide warrant is out now for 24-year-old Mohammed Ibrahim Sale. Sale is wanted for second-degree murder in connection with the shooting death of an Ontario teenager. 18-year-old Jeremy Cook was gunned down in London, Ontario on the 14th of June after confronting 3 men in a car about his missing mobile device. Police say Mohammed Ibrahim Sale is considered dangerous. Anyone who sees him should not approach him, and you should call 911 right away. Premier Rachel Notley is asking the federal government now for millions more in flood mitigation funding. Notley and Prime Minister Stephen Harper meeting formally for the first time since the NDP government took over from the Tories back in May. The Premier wasting no time putting in her pitch for new funding to cover flood mitigation projects and infrastructure.
I outlined the fact that we have some fairly major cost pressures here, particularly in Calgary, and some major investments that we need to make. The Prime Minister pointed us to current funding pots, which of course we will work with, but I will continue to raise this issue with the Prime Minister at every possible opportunity in order to ensure that we get sufficient funding to help Alberta taxpayers as we move forward on the much-needed flood mitigation work that needs to be done here for Calgarians.
On the issue of climate change, Premier Notley says the Prime Minister did not appear irritated by Alberta's recent moves to toughen the rules in Alberta for large carbon emitters. Last month, you may recall, the NDP said facilities emitting more than 100,000 tons of CO2 per year must reduce their carbon intensity now by 20% by 2017.